Pennsylvania.
Talladega to do a little racing, drive 500 miles. My thoughts of embracing, speed around the oval, beating Junior and sending them home. The winner of Daytona and 20 other races, over $40 million. He's covered all the bases, a mountain of the man, a magician of the track and the chrome.
Hey now, we're in the fast lane now.
Alrighty
then, yes.
Gears, yeah, we got a lot to talk about. We had a great show on Wide Open Wednesday last night.
You guys, I'm telling you, you guys are really ripping it up, and it just goes to show you, there's an audience. I don't know if you find them or they find you. It's
either way, yeah.
It's been working well.
Yeah. Earl's on, and he was part of the hilarity last night, so we'll bring him on.
Bring him on, Earl Krause. Hey, man.
Hey, good morning, Jim. Good morning, Fred.
Morning, Earl.
Had a wild Wednesday there.
Yeah, we had a blast last night. I needed that too.
Yeah, you need that. Yeah, right.
Yeah, we had a bunch of cool guests on there, and we just
swapping the stories.
Yeah. So, we got the Trenton Indoor Race coming up. So, what's hot on there?
Yeah, that'll be next weekend. Starting on the 19th, it's at the Cure Insurance Arena, right off of Broad Street in Trenton, New Jersey. Actually, only a couple of miles, if that far, from the Area Auto Racing News main office. But Thursday night, the 19th, for the first time on the inner dirt track that's way down inside the Cure Insurance Arena, we'll have the Slingshots that compete on concrete in the indoor series in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and Atlantic City. And, of course, Slingshots, race on dirt at tracks like Kutztown, the Action Track, and many others. Slingshots will debut at the Cure Insurance Arena as part of the indoor series on Thursday night, the 19th. And then on the 20th and 21st, as we've done for the last several years, the 600cc micro sprints will be in competition on the dirt track. So it's going to be a great one. And we always say racing at the Trenton Arena there, the Cure Insurance Arena, it kind of brings back the tradition of racing in Trenton. I mean, it's such a rich area. Of course, the long-gone New Jersey State Fairgrounds, which is now the Sculpture Gardens. So great races were held at Trenton Speedway over the years, both Indy cars, modifieds, NASCAR, Grand National, now the Cup Series, sprint cars, midgets. It all took place at the State Fairgrounds, and that was the cornerstone. And so when we race at the Trenton Arena, kind of brings back memories of those great days at Trenton Speedway, and of course the local tracks too. Racing on dirt, you think of East Windsor Speedway, Wellington Fairgrounds, so many others, and it's always a great weekend. That'll conclude our indoor racing series for the year under Len Salmon's Productions. We had great racing at Allentown and Atlantic City, so it's going to be a great one. So plenty of tickets are available. You can order tickets ahead of time. Just go to the website indoorautoracing.com. That's indoorautoracing.com, and you can order your tickets right there. Or, again, as big as the arena is, you can go there, just walk up to the door on Thursday night, or Friday or Saturday, and get your tickets there. But, of course, like any other sporting event, if you get your tickets early, you can choose the best seats for yourself. But there'll be tickets at the door as well. So looking forward to seeing everybody there. It's a great way to go enjoy auto racing here, the way the winter has gone. This is a great way to beat all your races right there in Trenton. Fred, I know you'll be there. So.
Yep, I'll be there. The good thing about it, it's right across the river from us here. In Bucks County, or over in Trenton and Hamilton, all that stuff. It's really only a few minutes away, and it's not expensive. And you can get out of there in 10, 15 minutes and you're home. So that's really there's a lot of pluses going to the Trenton Indoor Race, and it's action packed. It's a lot of action packed. It's really tight quarters, and good racing, hard racing, and it's a lot of fun all the way around. So
very good. Yeah, that's the key. You just mentioned fun. It is, because everybody at the indoor races, you get folks there along with the racers. I mean, there's racing competitors who run various divisions will be racing slingshots and micro sprints. And for the fans, your racing fans that go to Wall Stadium on pavement, they go to Bridgeport Speedway, tracks like in Grandview. We talked about the action track in Kutztown. That's what's neat about it. Everybody comes together there and has a great racing weekend. And I know you mentioned you're looking for the famous New Jersey pork roll. Can't quite help you on that, but maybe you can get your pork roll sandwich ahead of time.
Yeah, I'm going to have to bring in my own pork roll sandwich. I cannot believe I'm going to a Trenton sports event and I have to get my own pork roll. So
It's an outrage.
It's sacrilege.
Yeah. It's an outrage.
We have, whenever we have the Boardwalk Hall indoor race, we have a photographer who's an area auto racing staff member. His name is Cliff Moon. Great guy. He lives in Connecticut, and he covers the tracks in New England for us as a photographer. And he loves pork roll sandwiches, New Jersey pork roll sandwiches. So he always says he comes to the Boardwalk Hall race, and the first thing he does when he gets into New Jersey, down around that area, is get himself a pork roll sandwich.
I'm telling you.
That makes us. There you go.
So, I'll run down to the Flying Pig and pick up my sandwich, and then I'll head into
Ed will be there tonight.
Yes, we are. We're going tonight. So, and it's going to be a good time tonight. And
see the Wide Open Wednesday, Under the Hood, Need for Speed. Night,
all at once.
Flying Pig.
Yeah. I think Nick Leach is calling in, so we'll. So we got a funny story about the pig that but we'll put it out over the air.
Okay.
So, all right, Earl, we're going to let Nick get on here, and anything new with Wall real quick before you got to go?
No, just looking forward to opening night at Wall Stadium. Circle that in your calendar. Opening night, April 25th. The crew there, the new leadership, Pete Miletto and Fred Fletcher, along with General Manager Doug Marr, doing a lot of work behind the scenes now to really make it a great season. They're looking to get in there and start doing the actual work around the ground as soon as the endless winter ends.
I'm telling you.
They'll have a presence at the indoor race in Trenton next week, too. So you may have an opportunity to meet with Pete, Fred, or Doug there and talk about Wall Stadium, too. So, but circle that in your calendar. Opening night, season 76 at Wall Stadium, April 25th.
All right.
50 laps for the box and the regular divisions as well. That'll be great.
All right, Earl. I will see you tonight.
Very good. Thank you, Earl.
All right.
All right, we're shifting gears.
Oh, let's see what we got.
Oh, guys, he's always a little
It's
shifty.
a Nick
He's a
roulette.
little shifty himself. It's Nick Leach.
Yep. I'm always shifty. You gotta be a little shifty when you hang out with them guys I hung out with last night.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, you guys,
Imagine when all 4 or 5 of us get together and
that's a lot of damage.
not on the internet.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage out there.
Oh man. Well, I am amazed that I am allowed to go to the Flying Pig with these guys tonight.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
Yeah, I know. Joe Adams said it last night. I'm only going there to be pacified, and then after that, I'm going to be banned from the Flying Pig. I'm not going to be allowed in there. So
Yeah, this is our one time a year dinner deal. The rest of the time, Earl and Mark and I will go to lunch.
Yeah, that's fine.
No,
That's fine.
yeah, I would tell the story about what happened with the Flying Pig this week and how it's coming about.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Well, we probably advertise them better than we advertise anybody else.
Right.
And evidently, when I posted something on the internet, somebody from the Flying Pig seen it, and they wanted to know why we were using their logo. So a gentleman from the Flying Pig called me and said, "Why are you using our logo?" And I'm like, "Oh boy, here we go." And I'm like, "It's not in a bad way; it's in a good way." I said, "We probably advertise for you, and it's all free of charge, and it's a good way." And then he started laughing. I said, "You need to watch some of the clips. I'll send you some of the clips." I said, "I get my stones busted every week about not being able to go to the Flying Pig," and he started laughing. And he was supposed to come on the show last night, but he had a death in the family, couldn't come on. So now we're going to meet him tonight at the Flying Pig, and then he's going to come on the show next week.
Good
Yeah.
But that's how it happened. He saw it, he thought we were using their ad, and he just wanted to make sure we were using it in the right way. And they're ecstatic now. Now they want us to do a live Wide Open Wednesday from the Flying Pig, so that's coming. And when that comes, all I can tell you is get your tickets early because that's going to be fun.
Oh, you know what we ought to do? Get Bear and Joe down there at the same time when we do it, all live.
Well, yes, and if we get all them guys in there, I'm sure there's some fans that listen, Fred, that'll probably go to the Flying Pig.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it'll be a blast. I'm pretty sure. And once we meet them guys tonight and get everything in order, yeah, we definitely got to do a live show from the White Oak.
And all I can say is that with Bear and Joe there, somebody's going to jail, whether it's us or them.
Yeah, well, either bring a credit card or a blank check. Yeah, because somebody's getting in trouble.
Yeah, bring bail money.
I'll be banned from the Flying Pig after tonight, so I
It
won't
might be.
have to worry about money.
So it's all fun.
I know nothing. I see nothing.
And this is what it's all about, having so much fun that we've been doing this with the Wide Open Wednesday here,
it's really
and
been good.
having those guys involved with us, and Earl and Nick Marco and Kate Brown and Warren. It's been a great experience doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully Warren's in town and he can come over to the Flying Pig tonight, him and Kate.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to her, but I'll talk to her after we're done. And, yeah, I mean, the weather next week looks like excellent weather to get some of this stuff melted, and we'll be able to do some work and have some fun. So, but, yeah, the show was great.
Mm-hmm.
Maya Delanco was on. She's going to represent us at Motorama's show. The Milkmen were on, the Milkovich brothers. Who are youngsters that are starting their racing careers. They were on last night, and Billy from Maple Grove was on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a great show. It's always a lot of fun. It just keeps getting bigger and better. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Oh yeah. And I needed that last night. That and a nice glass of Buffalo Trace bourbon. So.
Yeah.
So.
No wonder your show was so good today. Fred.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's in a better mood today.
Isn't he though?
I thought I was going to have to jumpstart him, Jim. I mean,
I thought you were gonna have to jumpstart me too.
Oh boy.
But no, it's all good. It's all good.
Now the audience.
we're good.
The audience looks like they're really into it. Right.
Yep. All right, well, I'll let you go because I know Nick's going to come on. NASCAR season's starting.
Yeah,
And,
I think he's hanging out, waiting in the wings.
Yeah, he's ready.
Yeah, I pulled the string on him, so he's got a lot to talk about. So.
All right.
Thank you, Nick.
All right, guys, have a good rest of your day. I'll talk to you later.
All right, man.
If he could only bring his excitement level up a little bit, he'd be fine. Don't you think? Anyway. All right, go from one Nick to the other. You're on. You're on BCB.
Yeah.
Hi,
Hey,
man.
guys.
Hey, Nick.
How you doing?
All right.
Things are crazy out there. Things are looking
yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Just wait till we get that Flying Pig thing going.
Yep.
Yep.
They-
Sounds
they-
pretty
they
good.
owe us.
And it's getting warm out too. It's up in the low 30s.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's air conditioning
Tropical.
season. I'm waiting for the phone calls. Hey, so I turned my heater off. Now my air conditioner's not working. I think I need a charge.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So, that was a fun show last night. A lot of ribbon going on.
Oh,
so.
yeah. As soon as
All
you
good
see
stuff.
Bear or Joe, we see him on the StreamYard and coming, on the bottom. It's like, uh-oh, here we go.
Yep.
Game on.
Yep.
Time for some serious fun.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, it was good. Their name is Mia. I can't think of her last name now. Nick knows it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to represent Wide Open Wednesday, which is something I never expected. And Miss Motorama.
She was pretty good. She's pretty feisty.
She's very outgoing. When she joined us at Motorsports, she sat with us, and she gives Nick a run for his money, which is all right.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
the Bickersons. That's what we'll call them. Yeah.
It's pretty funny. Yeah.
And then we had the Milkovich brothers on there. One's 10, one's 8, and one's got 70 wins. The other one's got 30 wins. Good kids, very good kids. Too bad we didn't have a great audio connection with them, but we'll work on that so they can get back on there and we'll have some more chats with those. And Billy Kleinspan's always a good yak with. And even though Maple Grove's not anything going on this weekend, that season's coming up too. But yeah, we got Daytona to look forward to this week.
Yeah, we sure do. But before we get to that, let's talk about Stuart Friesen.
Okay.
Stuart raced down at Alltech, and his best finish there, he got a second on the third night there. Larry White won all three races. He did a fantastic job, Larry did.
Mm-hmm.
But Stuart came back on the last night and got a solid second. And then last night at Volusia, he won the race. He started on the pole, led many laps, and then Felix Roy passed him and was kind of going away, and then I had a yellow. And Stewart was old-time Stewart. He made a move coming out of turn 2 down the backstretch where he can get a car and maybe a lug nut through, and made the move and won the race. So it was a very strong, emotional win for him. So I was very happy to see Stewart come back like that, and the old Stewart fashion, too.
Mm-hmm.
So Stewart won the race. Felix Roy got second. Rudolph was third. Some locals, Billy Pouts Jr. finished 10th, and Alex Zinkowski was 11th. So
cool.
Briggs Danner, for as young as he is, I think he's, 21 now, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
22.
Yeah.
But so it was in the USAC sprint cars, the wingless sprint cars, and he finished 5th on the 9th and the 10th at Volusia, and they're running again this week. It's not Volusia. It's the Florida track. I don't know the name of it right now, but he's still running down there.
Mm-hmm.
But he's out there running with the best in the nation in the sprint cars and 2 solid fifth-place finishes. So good for him. He's probably getting recognized out there, and some big news will probably be coming out sometime soon, hopefully.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he hung with Kyle Larson, and he probably could have got him in one race.
Yeah,
was that
yeah.
the Chili Bowl? But
Yeah.
He's one of them. So
yeah, he sure is. All right, so now on the NASCAR scene, they had the qualifying for the front row last night, and Kyle Busch won the pole. I was very happy to see that. I hadn't been a big Kyle fan, but as he's getting into his Darrell Waltrip stages of NASCAR, I'm starting to like him a little bit more. But he's on the pole over 15 thousandths over Chase Briscoe. So they figure they're doing a big lap around the 2.5 mile track, and 15 thousandths of a second separated first and second. So 10th on back to like 30th was only a couple tenths of a second. So they're turning some pretty close speeds out there.
that ought to be a nice big setup for the big one.
Oh yeah, yep.
Everybody running that close. Oh me.
So NASCAR put out the hand rule. So the hand rule is you can't stick your hand by the window net to deflect air.
Yeah.
And so Noah Gragson, he's out there and he stuck his hand out there and he got disqualified. So his time didn't count. So he has to race his way in. Actually, he's a charter member, so he'll be in the race, but he's got to do the duel tonight to see where he's going to start on Sunday. So that was kind of funny. And he during his interview said, "Yeah, that's on me. I made a stupid, idiotic move and stuck my hand out there."
It's probably habit. Yeah. Habit you got to break.
Yeah. So some of the guys that aren't chartered in, had Corey Heim, the truck phenom, and Justin Allgaier. They both timed their way in, so they're both locked in. So I'm happy to see those two in.
Oh, good. I can watch the Traveler car go.
Yeah. So tonight they have the duels, 250-mile races. The first one starts at 7. The second one's at 8:45. Corey LaJoie is favored to get in there. He's driving the Roush car, number 99. So he's got a really good car, and he should do well to get in there for somebody that has to race their way in. Craftsman Trucks, they are tomorrow night. 36 trucks will start. Now, they have the Dodge Rams are in there. They have 5 Dodge Rams, so there are 4 open spots to OEM provisionals for new vehicles coming out. So if any of the 5 don't get in there in the 36 truck field, 4 of the 5 will get in there, 4 of the 5 Rams. Okay. So that'll take it up to 40 trucks. Stuart Friesen he's back in the 52 truck. He's got a teammate now. John Hunter Nemechek will be in a 62 truck, and so Stuart's going to field a second truck for the whole season. So different drivers are going to be in it. But some of the big names that'll be in a truck show tomorrow night, you have Tony Stewart, Carson Hocevar, Corey LaJoie, Travis Pastrana, Ricky Stenhouse, and we talked about that reality show last week that Dodge Ram put on with Colleague Racing. They had like a 5 or 6 series TV show, and the winner of that will get the seat for the number 14 truck for the season. So Minnie Terrell, 21-year-old from Manassas, Virginia, won that show, and he's going to be in the 14 Ram truck starting tomorrow night.
Okay.
So we'll see what he does. The O'Reilly cars are on Saturday at, I think, 5 o'clock. ARC is at noon. Natalie Decker is going to be back in the O'Reilly Auto Parts car, number 35. Some other NASCAR notes. Kyle Larson just extended his contract with Hendrick, a 5-year extension. Carson Hocevar extended his contract with Spire for 5 years. Corey Heim will drive 12 races for 2311, Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan's car, number 67. Let's see, Kyle Busch is going to run 8 truck races for Spire Motorsports with Hendrick Cars sponsorship. It's kind of ironic that he's going to be driving a truck with Hendrick sponsoring the truck.
Huh.
So one of the big things that happened in NASCAR was in New York City yesterday. They had a NASCAR billboard, and it had a race engine in it, and they were going for the Guinness World Book of Records. So
and somebody stole it. No. Ross Chastain started the engine, and it got up to 133.7 decibels. So that is in the Guinness World Record book right now for being the loudest billboard ever. Well, that's exciting.
It is. But the funny thing is that the previous record for the loudest billboard was 100 decibels.
There you go. Now, well, that's a record that will never be broken.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
And we care so much about it too. So.
Now back to the local asphalt. You heard
right. So,
you heard
on the local asphalt scene. We talked where we texted or messaged last night about vintage cars at Wall. If that were to happen, I think we just go out there and do a couple laps, 10 laps maybe, just as an exhibition,
right?
Just to put the cars on the track. I've never driven a car on an asphalt track except for go-karts,
right?
And I'm not going to get asphalt tires. I'm just going to get the lousiest tires I have and put them on the car and just leave it set up as it is and just drive around the track.
Yeah, I'll use the tires I bought off you, and then I'll just go out there and wear them out.
There you go. So, but I think it'd be pretty cool to do that just once maybe, and we'll see where it goes from there. I'll talk to that guy later on. I'll talk to Earl.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to meet at the Flying Pig, but we'll talk somewhere.
Someday.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to it. I really didn't want to sell my car, but I'm not going to commit to running Bridgeport all the time and then running back to Grandview and all. So if we can do Wall and run some vintage, and Pete seems up for it, so we just got to work it out with the other powers that be. I'll keep my car, just clean it up a bunch, and we'll go out there and have some fun.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, having fun.
Yeah, I mean, I just put all this stuff into it, and I don't want to get rid of it. Yeah. But again, I'm not going to commit. I'm not going to run Grandview. It's a great track. I'm not knocking Grandview, but that's a total different kind of style that I don't have. So with Grandview, they have good cars up there with the vintage cars. They get a pretty good car count. Right.
But the driving is more aggressive. They're racing for points. They're racing for money. With us, we're doing it for fun, for an exhibition. We don't care who passes whom, and we just go out there and have fun.
I don't want to be in their way either.
Yeah. So at Bridgeport, if we do run down there, I'll talk to Doug and just say, hey, look, in Jersey, it's an exhibition, and if you see anything that looks, testy out there, just throw the yellow, and we'll put all the cars back together.
Yeah. If that's the case, and they want to do that, I'll probably run a couple shows down Bridgeport. If I decide to keep the car. But I really again, I don't want to get rid of the car. I'm not trying to talk bad about it, but it's just
Sure.
Yeah, it's a big commitment.
Car.
I want to have fun with it, and that's about it. But
All
right, Nick. Well, we'll stay in touch with that. We'll see if we can work that out. And I'd love to run down at Wall, and I think a lot of people would like to see us run down at Wall.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
all right, guys.
Okay.
Thank you, Nick.
We'll talk to you soon.
I'll see you at the Texas Roadhouse.
There you have it.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you there.
All right.
Oh, what are you making, a restaurant tour?
No, if you look at my Facebook, I was joking with Nick this morning
Yeah.
about the Need for Speed thing.
You're going to have you got the potential sponsors there.
There you go.
That's all, right? They're potential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
You
the
could be
Flying
lucky
Pig thing
enough.
don't work out, we got Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, Texas Road, yeah. You got it made. But, you know, it looks like it's been fun. I mean, maybe more than you thought it was going to be, but now it's sort of morphed into something like
we had
Good time Charlie's out there. You know?
when I started this, and then Nick Leach jumped on board with me to make sure that racing doesn't get pushed off to the side any more than it already is. Yeah. And it's starting to make a comeback. We see it. It's unfortunate about what's going on with New Egypt, and hopefully it has a positive outcome. But the byproduct of what has happened over the last year or so that I've been doing this is meeting a lot of great people, and re-meeting people that I've known from years ago, and reconnecting with them, and just having fun
and get a platform for racing, and it's been and so far the audience has sort of gravitated to you. Yeah. Based on that.
Yeah, and the Wide Open Wednesday's really taken it to another level. But this started it. Yeah. This year started WBCB.
Yep.
And it really has become, like one big family, and joking like we were talking about last night with the guys from Lowdown Entertainment and Earl and Mark and Kate, and it's a great vibe that
there was a void in there somewhere or outlet, whatever you want to call it. It's sort of met together. It's synergy there. I guess you could call it. Something just happened.
It kind of has that feel like when I was a kid, and I remember my dad meeting with guys like, being friends with Billy Osmond, and hanging out with those guys, and
the inside
Carrie,
scoop.
and and all those, and they had the vibe back then. It's like, just a little free spirited, little.
Yeah, kind of. It has an old time.
It was the late '70s, mid to late '70s.
Yeah,
but
it has
things were different.
It has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has. We have that certain level of feel to it, and the beer drinking, hot dog eating,
and a lot of stories swapping back and forth.
Yeah, whether it's true or not.
Yeah, I mean, I think people can understand having a good time. And these days sometimes it's difficult.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have picnics at my house or whatever, and then everybody can come over, and we'll just throw some burgers and beer and stuff, and
some local stuff. If the Trenton thing pans out, that could only
pork
help.
Roll.
Yeah, there you go.
Roll. So,
you're on a pork roll, my friend.
I'm on a pork roll.
That's
always on a pork roll.
That's right. It's an hour of power under the hood with America's Mechanic, and then the Need for Speed in the fast lane. Here on WBCB.
Get your air conditioned charge.
Keep your cool.
Yeah.
listening to 1490 WBCB and on your FM dial at 107.3 W297CL, Levittown. 1490 WBCB, and on your FM dial at 107.3 W297CL, Levittown. 1490 WBCB, and on your FM dial at 107.3 W297CL, Levittown. 1490 WBCB, and on your FM dial at 107.3 W297CL, Levittown. 1490 WBCB, and on your FM dial at 107.3 W297CL, Levittown.
AP News, I'm Marcela Sanchez. Border czar Tom Homan has announced an end to the immigration crackdown in Minnesota. Immigration and Customs Enforcement launched Operation Metro Surge on December 1st. The immigration crackdown led to mass detentions, protests, and 2 deaths. There's concerns among European leaders ahead of Secretary of State Marco Rubio's attendance at the Munich Security Conference this week. AP correspondent Karen Shamas has more.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio is leading a large US delegation to the Munich Security Conference this week. European leaders are waiting with nervous anticipation ahead of Rubio's attendance. They're hoping for at least a small break from President Donald Trump's policies and threats that have upended transatlantic relations. Last year, Vice President J.D. Vance's speech at the summit stunned assembled dignitaries. Political analyst Claudia Major.
The key sentences that many Europeans took away from the Vance 2025 speech was the statement that the biggest threat for Europe is not an outside threat like Russia or China, but the biggest threat is from within. It's a lack of democracy.
Nevertheless, anonymous sources say Rubio plans to take a more diplomatic but philosophically similar approach in his Saturday address at the conference. I'm Karen Shamas.
2 Mexican Navy ships carrying humanitarian aid docked in Cuba today as a U.S. blockade deepens the island's energy crisis. The ships arrived 2 weeks after President Trump threatened tariffs on any country selling or providing oil to Cuba. The Mexican government has said one ship is carrying over 500 tons of food as well as personal hygiene items. The second ship is carrying just over 200 tons of powdered milk. U.S. stocks are ticking higher following mixed profit reports from big companies. More stories at apnews.com. This is AP News.
Progressive Insurance knows pets, and one of the biggest differences between people and pets is that we don't eat things off the floor. But dogs definitely will, and it makes them so happy, no matter what it looks like, smells like, or what state of decomposition it's in. We all want to go through life that carefree, and that's also why you should get Progressive Pet Insurance, because they eat things off the floor. So protect your pet from all the questionable life decisions they make. You know where they drink from when you're gone, right? Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Covered subject to policy terms and conditions.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side, your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, during our President's Day sale, take 50% off our limited edition bed, plus free premium delivery with any bed and base. Ends Monday. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
2 sources tell the Associated Press the Pentagon allowed Customs and Border Protection to use an anti-drone laser earlier this week, and that's what led to the Federal Aviation Administration to suddenly close the airspace over El Paso, Texas.
One source said the laser was deployed without coordinating with the FAA, which closed the airspace to ensure commercial air safety. But in audio from KFOX, El Paso Mayor Renard Johnson complained,
"You cannot restrict airspace over a major city without coordinating with the city, the airport, the hospitals."
The Trump administration says it all stemmed from efforts to halt an incursion by Mexican cartel drones.
For any of us who live and work along the border,
Republican Congressman Tony Gonzalez,
daily drone incursions by criminal organizations is everyday life.
I'm Ben Thomas.
And I'm Marcela Sanchez, AP News.
WBCB News, I'm Joe LeCompte. The Middletown Township Board of Supervisors addressed 2 issues at its recent meeting this week on a proposed speed change and stop sign installations. Middletown Township Board of Supervisor Christian Gallardo.
I move to authorize the Township Solicitor to draft and advertise an ordinance to increase the speed limit on Big Oak Road from 25 miles an hour to 35 miles per hour and to add stop signs on Flame Drive at Fur Avenue and on Elisa Lynn Way at Fur Avenue.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
An analysis was carried out concerning the current 25-mile-per-hour speed limit on Big Oak Road,
which showed that the typical motorist is going much faster than that. The traffic engineers did state the roadway does meet the conditions to have a 45-mile-an-hour speed limit, but felt the 35-mile-an-hour recommendation was justified, which was what it was prior to 15 years ago. And I will note, too, that there is going to be some additional signage and a reduction of the speed limit as you approach the curve going towards the railroad, just as you terminate towards Township Line Road. So that would be signed at 25 miles an hour. And signage throughout this whole corridor would be improved.
That's Middletown Township Assistant Manager Nick Vela. Warwick Township Police are taking a proactive approach to another growing concern, online sextortion targeting minors. The department will host a public forum February 26th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at the Township Building in Jamison. Officials say the session will outline how sextortion schemes begin, often on social media and gaming platforms, how cases are prosecuted, and what warning signs families should watch for. Police stress that prevention through education and open communication is key. Law enforcement will be represented from the Bucks County District Attorney's Office with First Assistant District Attorney Kristen McElroy and Bucks County Detective Eric Landamia, along with Warwick Township Detective Wade D. Tomaso. Nova's Danielle DiUlio and Jamie Pfister will also take part in the discussion. Tensions ran high in Nockamixon Township as supervisors wrapped up the third and final night of hearings on Borderlanders Trucking and the company's request to expand its terminal at routes 611 and 412. The company is seeking approval to add 30 tractors and 10 trailers to its 2.3-acre site. The township officials made clear they have serious doubts about the company's track record. Supervisor Chairman Bill Sadow said the township had been sold a bill of goods when the facility was approved last year, arguing that agreed-upon conditions have not been followed. Officials cited trucks operating beyond permitted hours, vehicles parked on private property along Route 611, overnight stays by drivers, and the presence of trailers that were not authorized. Supervisors are expected to render a decision on February 19th. In New Jersey news, Governor Mikey Sherrill on Wednesday signed Executive Order Number 12 aimed at limiting cooperation between state entities and federal immigration enforcement. Flanked by Acting Attorney General Jennifer Davenport and Acting Human Services Commissioner Dr. Stephen Cha, Sherrill announced the order will prohibit U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement from using state-owned property to launch operations. The governor also unveiled a new online reporting portal allowing residents to submit photos and videos of ICE activity directly to the Attorney General's office. In addition, the administration is rolling out expanded Know Your Rights guidance for residents. New Jersey Transit announced it's bringing back FlexPass, one of its most popular discounted ticket options. The agency said the revival follows sustained customer feedback. FlexPass allows riders to purchase 20 one-way trips at a 15% discount with tickets valid for 30 days. The ticket bundle will be available for bus, rail, and light rail service beginning February 15th. For commuters traveling between Bucks County and New Jersey job centers, the reinstated discount could offer modest savings amid continued cost of living pressures.
Now, let's check on WBCB 1490 Sports.
Jose Alvarado had 26 and Mikal Bridges added 22 as the New York Knicks blew out the Sixers last night at the arena, 138-89. Coach Nick Nurse.
Really disappointing. I mean, obviously we had zero readiness, energy, physically or mentally. Kind of got to the half. The game pretty much has been settled by then, and just going over all the things that we'd already gone over that we couldn't get done.
Joel Embiid did not play last night. Meanwhile, Therese Maxey was the Sixers' leading scorer with 32 points.
I think the break will be good for this team. Guys got to reset. Guys are tired. Guys have played a lot of minutes. We fought a lot in this 54 games. Guys have been out. Guys have stepped up. Break will be good for us. Get guys healthy, get guys rejuvenated, and it'll be good for us.
The Sixers are off for the All-Star break. They're back in action February 19th, Friday, when they host the Atlanta Hawks. In the Olympics and the medal count, right now the U.S. is in third place with 13, 4 gold, 6 silver, and 3 bronze. The men's U.S. hockey team gets into action today, facing off with Latvia at 3:10. The Phillies are in Clearwater for spring training. There's been reports that the Phillies have told Nick Castellanos not to report to Florida. The Phillies will have to work something out with Castellanos. They owe him $20 million. Today and this evening on our video streams, WBCB on YouTube and WBCBSports.com, it is the CVC Boys and Girls Basketball Tournament. At 5, Robbinsville is at Ewing. That's boys action. At 5, Notre Dame takes on Hopewell. Boys action as well. 5:30, Nottingham is at Trenton Central. Boys action. And at 7, the girls take to the court. Hopewell is at Ewing. Again, it's quarterfinal action in the CVC Boys and Girls Basketball Tournament on our video streams, WBCB on YouTube and WBCBSports.com. The WBCB forecast for your Thursday. Clouds moving in, a high of 36, gusty winds up to 30 miles per hour. Tonight cloudy, then gradual clearing overnight, a low of 19. Friday sunshine with a high of 37. Friday night cloudy down to 22. And by Saturday sunshine with a high of 43. I'm Joe LeCompte, WBCB News.
And now, Sunshine Music Memories with Lou Powers. Return with us to the past and join Lou as he plays that happy music from a bygone era. Music we all loved so well. It's Sunshine Music Memories.
If the little bluebird doesn't meet you, don't you care? Come on and smile. Smile, he's bound to greet you. And behind each dark cloud you will find, look, a pretty rainbow silver lined, if you'll keep a little sunshine in your heart. Just keep a little sunshine in your heart. Come, come.
Hello, everybody. This is Lou Powers. Welcome to Sunshine Music Memories, the program that brings back the great music from years gone by, alive here over WBCB 1490.com.
It's the April rose that only grows in the early spring. Love is nature's way of giving a reason to be living. The golden crown that makes a man a king. Lies on a high and windy hill. In the morning mist, two lovers kissed, and the world stood still. Then your fingers touched my silent heart and taught it how to sing. Yes, true love's a many splendid and the world stood still. Then your fingers touched my silent heart and taught it